Blue Skidoo, Big Scuba, Scuba Crazy, all that, right? So I love watching Young Don the Sauce God. You know, I used to watch him when he first, when he had his animes and not animes, his animations. But I think I was probably there. I might have been there before he had 100K. I just want to say that. But it's cool to see, what he doing now. He got his reaction channel, which is how YouTube is, man. You gotta have more than one channel. Which I got more than one channel, and I have him down in the collab section. But shout out to him. I don't know him personally, but I be proud of people when I, see him start from a certain point and now they where they at. He got his family, he got his girl. He done moved to his dream house for the most part. I don't know, whatever. He rich in the sense of he got his family, everything he want for the most part.
They made it cool to not spread positivity. Talking about I'm glazing because I called my homie a superstar. I told my homie he a superstar. I'm glazing because I'm showing love. That glazing word, like, it literally.
And that I've been saying this forever. And glazing is basically saying, because niggas out here say dick sucking, like, and that's, I don't say it, but that's what glazing literally is, like, or saying, like, you're saying that. But you tell a nigga, I think I was saying, like, oh yeah, bro nice, he can dunk or something, or, just in basketball, oh, you glazing, da da da. Like, you just glazing right now. Like, how am I glazing? Because, I'm telling the nigga he nice, like, you feel me? Or whatever. Then, one time, I even had to check one of my friends about this in high school. I didn't really gonna say which one. But, so somebody had got accepted into Grambling University. And all his friends, they ended up wearing Grambling shirts. And my man's was like, look at everybody dick biting because he going to Grambling. I'm like, nigga, if you got accepted into a college, I would have a whole onesie zip up on of the school logo on it. Like, what? Why? How is that like dick biting or glazing because they supporting their homie going to school or something like that? Just like if I go to one of your football games, nigga, I'm gonna be cheering for you. Like, that ain't glazing, nigga. I'm supporting my friends, but I'm really from somewhere where we don't get to play just based on because no, y'all just bad and da da da. Not even because of our skill. A lot of times they wouldn't even let us play because of where we from. So if one of my homies can go play, nigga, I'm gonna go support the fuck out of them. So that glazing shit just weird, bro. I done got pissed for real.
Really ruined compliments.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, bro.
No, that is some fucking, like, let's tear each other down type shit. What you over there spreading positivity for, nigga? What you over there complimenting your friends? Nah, you on dick. Get off your knees. Hey, wipe off your mouth. Social media is fake. This is something that should be obvious. You should already know this. You should know this by the fact that when you post something on social media, you don't ever post the first picture. You don't even post the second one. Now you take like 20 of them, right? Snap, 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 and you pick the best one.
That's a fact.
Right? Nobody unless you're fucking stupid, most people don't post their L's online intent. Right?
And I want to say something about that. Like, I noticed even when I was younger, like when I first started being on the gram and all that, like people say, like, I play basketball, so if somebody posts on their story them shooting and they gonna post them making it, I just would post my first shot, whatever my first shot was. If I airballed, if I missed, if it bricked and hit the shot clock or the light failed or something, I'm posting that. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, you ass, you this and any other. You gonna judge me on one shot? Cause it's fake. I've done recorded somebody and they missed a shot and they be like, oh, no, don't post that one, don't post that one. You want to post the one you make. It done took you 4 times to make the shot. You get what I'm saying? But like, I just want my little fan base or whoever to know, if you ever see me post a shot and I make it, that was my first shot. Unless, like, I just been out there all day or something or whatever. I'm going to just post whatever, you feel me? So, that's just me.
I mean, Castanet, he be putting up a hate wall of his haters and shit and posting that and be posting that he can't read. Bro, stop doing that shit. Why are you doing that shit? Well, for the most part, people usually post just the wins.
I'm about to do the same thing, too.
The point I'm making is you can't judge your reality based off of what you see online. Comparison is the thief of joy. And that's what we're all doing when we're taking a look at social media. And even if you acknowledge that, even if you know that for some reason, it's still has an effect on you. When you see other people doing so much better than you, when you see those people looking flawlessly gorgeous as if they were made in a factory. How is this possible? How is he so lean? How is her face? How is her skin so clear? You know what I'm saying? How is this real? For the most part, gang, it's not. There's a lot of shit that you ain't being told. So don't fall for it. But let's go ahead and check out this video right here. Social media is fake. Yeah, let's run it.
Social media is fake. Depressed people post like they happy.
Facts.
Broke people post like they got money.
Facts.
Duties post they boyfriends. Playing innocent.
This right here, boy, goddamn. This right here is a brutal clip. Look at this. Look at this man dancing. Look at, why is he dancing like this? Look at this.
People post like they got money. Duties post they boyfriends. Playing innocent. It's all.
Oh my God, bro.
That's what I ain't got nothing bad to say about nobody dancing. And dancing is just whatever. That shit just being silly. Like, everybody ain't got to be tough as hell on the internet. Or I only cut grass and eat a bowl of nails for breakfast. Like, bro, everybody ain't a macho man. Everybody ain't here to guard the village. There got to be some people that know how to build and make a cell phone. I know a lot of tough niggas that can fight, or the toughest niggas in the world that would never be able to invent a cell phone. So,
social media was named after the goddess of illusion, media. So everything you see on social media.
I have never heard that before. Is that real? Goddess of illusion. Media in Greek mythology is a powerful sorceress, priestess of Hecate, and granddaughter of Helios, often associated with illusion, prophecy, and the dark arts of Pharmakia, poisonous or poisons and herbs. Okay, wow, that's insane. That's insane. Media, goddess of illusion.
Media is just an illusion of what you think life should be. We buy all these chains and clothes to impress people who don't even like us. We're being kept in a mental state of a child, so we can never be a threat. They make us have a lot of self-hatred mentally, always seeking approval. The way we deal with self-hatred is misspending. Money is misspent to relieve pain, to compensate for insecurities and inferiority. You want to buy the approval. You want to buy the products that restructure the image. You know, Amiri jeans, Dior. Y'all know them people that post bottles on their story damn near every day looking like they lit?
Yeah.
That's a coping mechanism.
Really?
They're not lit. They party nonstop so that they don't have to sit in silence. They flex those bottles because they feel empty without them. Wow. They need validation.
Really? You think
they
so?
constantly compare themselves to others. Everyone else on social media looks happy, so they feel pressure to keep up with them.
Right,
they're avoiding reality. People would rather...
Definitely they're competing, no doubt about it. Definitely they're competing. If you got to post every new fit you get... Look, me personally, I disagree with this idea that any indulgence in luxury is a confession of insecurity. I believe that the external is a manifestation, or rather a reflection of the internal. And so as you ascend internally, you are going to ascend externally. Your exterior is going to reflect your interior state. So if your interior state is that which is of abundance, right, then that will also reflect in your exterior. And everything is relative. You know what I'm saying? Because what you take for granted as regular here in another part of the world is seen as luxury, right? So yeah, you know, I don't agree that any indulgence in luxury or the finer things of life is for living. I think we should experience all of the wonderful things that it has.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I was trying to figure it out, but ain't nothing wrong with wearing certain type of clothes, in my opinion. Like, if you want to take a picture in a nice fit, you can do that. But for the most part, people don't take pictures when they in they fit, like that they wearing around the house or to take the trash out or something, you know?
This is why I'm a socialist. This is why I advocate for government policies that give people more of a level playing field at the beginning of their lives, so that truly we can have something closer to a meritocracy where if you are actually willing to work and provide value to as many people as possible, you will be rewarded, and thus,
I'm glad I know somebody talk a lot in their reactions too, because I be chopping it
a
up.
life that is extraordinary in all kinds of ways, including financially, right? I don't believe that we should all be poor living in potato sacks, right? I believe that everybody should have the opportunity to live a life of luxury if they're willing to pursue it and do the right things. Unfortunately, that is just not the case for a large percentage of the population. That door isn't even there to open in the first place. That aside, I do agree that a lot of the shit you do see online, though, that is people seeking validation. That is people keeping up with the Joneses. That is people, trying to impress people.
That's a fact. That's why I don't really even post every day, because a lot of times I really don't be having nothing to say. That's why I don't use Twitter, because it's like, you gotta just, you just gotta say something. It's cool when it's the All-Star game and you just want to talk about the sports or something, but it's like, I literally don't have nothing to say to motherfuckers. So now, when I have a bigger fan base, I might tweet more here and there, but I don't really got shit to say. And that's why I don't post too many stories like that on the gram, because I actually genuinely don't got too much to say. And back in the day, when I used to post on my spam, I had a little bit to say and all that, but not for real. But it's this one girl I know, she don't got a YouTube channel, she don't got an OF, she don't got nothing. Now, she look straight, whatever. She got a fat ass, right? So a lot of times she'll post something. If you post some ass, motherfuckers gonna like it, slide up, they gonna say whatever. But I just didn't get why. Okay, you'll just post your ass. You're gonna get hella people hitting you up. You ain't got nothing to promote, nothing. You no YouTube channel, nothing. You just doing it for the love of the game. Then she be telling me I don't really even talk to a lot of them. I just be bored and this and the other and whatever. So it's just you're doing it for the validation. I feel like if she did that and had a YouTube channel, just for example, a YouTube channel or even some clothes she trying to sell. She not selling no clothes, nothing, no plates, no nothing. Because I feel like if a girl that look good with some ass, let's just say her first story is her showing some ass, she shaking some butt, then she stop and be like, or how Cooking with Kaya do, and they be like, hey, look, I'm selling these plates. So I just wanted to say that, though.
That's no good.
Look like they're winning, then actually do the internal work to feel whole. Real fun doesn't need to be posted. They make us behave like children, always crying for mommy and daddy's love. But instead, we're crying for validation from people we don't even like. Social media messed everything up. You don't actually want to get fried. You just bored. You don't actually want to beat skin or beat your beef. You just
talking about beating your meat in a bathroom with your shirt off is crazy, gang. But we gonna keep pushing. All right.
Just bored.
I feel like if you're gonna be the guy who doesn't wear a shirt in his videos, you gotta be that guy from Jump Street, right? So if this is what it's been from the beginning, I feel like if I started doing my videos without a shirt on, it's like I'm not allowed to do that. It's too late. Right. That ship has sailed. But if that's how you get introduced to that person, you're like, oh, this is just one of those guys that likes to not wear a shirt when he's making.
I get what you're saying. Young Don just don't wear shirts or something. You know what I'm saying? But he wears shirts. So
that phone is destroying you. Think about it. You constantly compare yourself to others every day through the phone. People flex on the internet. You see it. You don't have it. Now you're sad because you're comparing yourself to somebody you're not. You're focused on materialistic things that won't leave the earth with you. That phone keeps people distracted by what people are doing, how people are doing, and you're never focused on yourself. So you're doing this every day, 24 hours of the day, and then you wonder why you can't get a girlfriend. This is the generation of needing approval, needing validation, needing to be heard. If you don't got designer, you broke. If you compliment or defend someone, you glazing. If you don't post a girl or she don't post you, y'all cheating on each other. If something ain't posted online, it never happened. You notice how you have the most friends when you're the worst version of yourself? We live in the most unsupportive generation. Your friends won't support you.
Yeah, well, here's the reason why you have the most friends when you're the worst version of yourself. He's about to say something. I feel like he's about to take this in a different direction. But the reason why is because birds of a feather flock together. And the more you work on yourself, the more you separate yourself. The more you elevate, the more uncommon you become. And so there are less people that are going to resonate with that frequency that you're on. And so they're going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what he about to say.
You like your post, comment on your post. They won't support anything that has to do with you because they fear what you're going to become. But they'll DM Lil Uzi Vert happy birthday. They'll comment under LeBron James post, happy birthday, knowing damn well they won't see it.
Right. I want to say this too. So, for example, I never post, like a lot of my hometown people don't know that I do this. I mean, as of recently, they kind of know, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Because I never really posted. Some people know, but most don't. But also, I used to compete in Power Rangers. Like, I used to play in the FGC. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what that is. That means the fighting game community. I used to play Tekken. I used to play, Street Fighter and compete, shit like that. I know the people I grew up with, that I hooped with or went to school with, a lot of them didn't play fighting games. So, I just didn't post that because why would I put that in their face? They don't want to see that. Then it's like, I know that they're not interested in this, so I'm not even going to tell them about it. So, I got a whole separate page and, YouTube channel, whatever, for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't expect everybody to be interested in something just because you like it. I know motherfuckers don't want to watch me do a Green Ranger combo. Get optimal with Green Ranger. Like, y'all don't even know what optimal means. Well, as far as in fighting games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know nobody want to watch that. So, I can't be mad if I post that and then somebody don't watch it. Or they don't like it. What if they genuinely just don't like it? You know what I'm saying? But now there is other stuff, maybe like just like a regular picture. It's like, damn, you wouldn't like this, but you'll post such and such for your birthday. But like my other crafts and a lot of other stuff I do, let's say like I'm good at fixing cars or something, or hot air balloon making or something. People be like, that's cool, but then like niggas not trying to watch me do a hot air balloon race or something. Like, like it ain't for everybody. So you can't really be mad that somebody not liking it. What if they just genuinely don't like the shit? But I get what he's saying. I just wanted to
Friends fear what you're gonna become if they put you ahead of them. Liking your post makes them feel like they putting you ahead of them.
Right,
it's always a competition.
Yep.
Watch out for people that's always in competition with you.
Yeah,
they watch you all the time. You think fact. They not, but when you run into
I noticed that too. Like it's this one person I used to hang with. I used to hang with him or whatever the case is, and I haven't seen him in years. And then I came back around, and a lot of people that I grew up with, they be saying I'm funny or whatever the case is, but they also say he funny and stuff too. But I'm sure he was hearing that I was funny, or he think that I'm funnier than him or something, and I don't. I don't really care. But you could tell, like, everybody was just reminiscing and just saying certain little stuff. And you would just hear him say, like, yeah, bro, I'm the funniest person. And it's like, I feel like, is he trying to tell me he the funniest person because I think I am, or he just want me to know that he's funnier than me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't even care. But people be throwing little remarks like that. It be subtle, but whole time it be deeper than rap, So I just wanted to say that.
To them in person, they tell you all about what's on your story. Oh, I seen you just bought your new crib. I seen you just bought your new car. So why you ain't share it? Why you ain't comment? Why you ain't like it? The reason why strangers help and friends and family don't is because strangers see potential. Friends and family see competition. Wow. Your biggest supporters are people you never met. They cheer for you because your growth inspires them. It doesn't do.
So I want to say this too, and I know I'm stopping a lot. I'm uploading this still. I don't care. I feel like the people you grew up around, they kind of already got their image of who you are in their head. So when you're trying to do something else, or say like if you want to do YouTube or something, they just don't see you doing that. You know, they be like, why is he doing that? Da, da, da. Like, he used to play football or he used to play basketball. Like, why is he, you know, people already got their image on you. But a lot of people, like, I done went out of state and met some people, and I'm like, bro, our hustle, like, our work ethic is crazy. Like, we got so much chemistry and all this, whatever. Because, I mean, we don't know each other, so we only know what we showing right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you knew me in first grade and I was ugly, then I looked better, and now you was like, oh, I know you from first grade. Like, they still got that image of you from first grade in their head. And we, like, my 10-year high school reunion coming up in July. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you still thinking about me in first grade, like how I was in first grade. Like, I've changed so much from then, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, I don't want to say family and friends feel threatened, but I feel like it do be a secret competition. So, I mean, I guess so, yeah. It'd be a secret competition with a lot of people you grew up with, you know. Sometimes, not everybody.
Threaten them. Your friends and family secretly hope you don't outgrow the box they put you in. You ain't even know they put you in that box. They put you in that box. It's fear, envy, insecurity.
Yeah, it's not even about you. It really has nothing to do with you. It's a condemnation of themselves. Right? Because if they saw you as a regular person and then out of nowhere you start elevating and achieving things that should be unattainable or things that you just can't believe that you can attain for yourself, you see somebody else you know that you saw as the same as you, regular, just like you, and now they're ascending, what's your excuse?
That makes so much sense.
And so that they don't have to confront their inadequacies or their unwillingness to believe in themselves, which will then allow them to take the steps to elevate themselves, they hope that you don't continue to elevate so that they no longer feel as if, oh, I'm fucking up. I'm doing
all projected onto you. That's why strangers are your biggest fans. They see your value without comparing themselves to you. That's why you need to focus on improving, not proving. Stop proving to everyone. Improve. We in the most unsupportive generation. They made it cool to not show love.
I'll be real with you though. I feel like every generation has been like this. It's just that you can see the evidence of it more
in the
clearly
comment section.
like, you know, social media. I know you saw that post I posted. You know what I'm saying? And look, people shouldn't be obligated just because we follow each other on Instagram. I'm not obligated to like everything either.
That's a fact.
So there's that, right? Especially if I genuinely just don't like the shit.
And that's what I just said. I just said that.
You start dropping music, I think that shit is ass. Well, I gotta like it just because I fucked with you in high school. No. That's kind of crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. I know we were cool, but I'm not expecting you to get into Power Rangers, the fighting game, Battle for the Grid, because I played it. And I'm using Power Rangers for example because it's like, I'm sure some of y'all don't even know they had a fight game. So that shit just so far left. It's like, why do I expect, I'm just saying, a girl with a fat ass to like Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid? No. And then the videos, it just be a set. Then, a lot of times, like, I know how a lot of my, I'm just say FGC friends, how we practice combos. Like, we'll just sit there and just keep repeating. You know, a lot of people is not about to watch me restart and drop a combo 500-600 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all my FGC people know what I'm talking about, if anybody even here. Nobody's finna watch that, so I don't post it, and I don't expect nobody to like it. So I feel like that's damn near selfish to just be like, oh, y'all niggas ain't even fuck with my music, nigga, that shit, I didn't like the beat. You know what I'm saying? Then if I tell you I don't like the beat, you think I'm hating. I'm not hating, I just didn't like the beat. I'm one of them niggas, if I don't like the beat, I'm not gonna listen to the song. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how crazy you talking. You feel me? I don't care how crazy you talking, you feel me? But that's just me, so I get that.
But Jesus said in the Bible, a prophet is not without honor except in his hometown.
I've seen that recently.
What he's saying is, people who know you, they're going to be the last people to fall. It's been that way for thousands of years.
They made it cool to not spread positivity. Talking about I'm glazing because I called my homie a superstar. I told my homie he a superstar.
I just watched a video about Baby Tron. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video specifically, but Baby Tron did a freestyle, And I was talking about how most people in our city, because I'm from Ipsy and Baby Tron from Ipsy, we went to school with him. He had a bar like, just because we went to Lincoln, you don't know me or something like that. But a lot of people from Ipsy, I ain't gonna say they don't fuck with him, but it seems like I'm the only nigga that listen to him out here, like, and I'm like his biggest fan. You feel me? And I be used to post his music, and people be like, man, stop posting that nigga. For what? Why? Like, he from the town. Like, what is we mad for? Like, why are you telling me to stop posting him? There's no reason why you don't like this nigga. You don't know him. You didn't go to school with him. Nigga, and he talking crazy. You just want to hate on the nigga for what? For what? He probably hit one of y'all girls or something, or it just, he is from Lincoln, so I can understand why some Ipsy niggas would be like, man, he from the Lincoln side, whatever. But that shit, I don't know, bro. I don't get it. But in one of the songs, he said he's from Sugarbrook. Oh, Baby Try my nigga. So I don't even want to, but niggas hate on anything.
Glazing because I'm showing love? That glazing word, like, it literally ruined compliments.
Yeah.
Bro,
that is some fucking, like, let's tear each other down type shit. What you over there spreading positivity for, nigga? What you over there complimenting your friends? Nah, you on dick. Get off your knees. Hey, wipe off your mouth. You fucking glazing.
Brainwashed y'all and made y'all weird. Now y'all just following the crowd. Y'all following the trend because it's...
I even see it in my comment section. You know what I'm saying? A dude will say, show some love in the comments, and it'll be another dude who also fuck with my videos heavy and watches them all the time. He'll go into that comment and just be like, stop glazing, gang. It's like, bro, what? Yo, can I get my compliment? And then if I go and heart the compliment, niggas like, oh, Don, he putting up with this shit. He like this shit. Yes, I like getting compliments. Who doesn't?
Cool too. That's called bandwagon effect. Here's an example of bandwagon effect. I know you've seen this video where this lady had no clue she was part of an experiment. The other people in on it. So every time they hear a beeping noise, they stand up. It only takes 3 times before she stands up for no reason. She's still doing it even after everyone left the room.
Yeah.
Now they bring somebody new in, right? When she stands up, he ignores it. Then he asks why. She said, everyone was doing it, so I did it too. And look, he stands up for no reason now. This is exactly why you should think for yourself. That's how they make stupid things a trend.
Wow.
Remember a few years ago, it was cool to eat Tide Pods?
It was never cool to eat Tide Pods. That was just, we were thinning the herd. We had to get out some of the, that was just natural selection at work.
Cool to eat Tide Pods, bro. One person do it, now everybody else doing it. Now they make it a new normal. This is called the bandwagon
I didn't
effect.
eat one, I don't know nobody that ate it, but I remember that shit.
I know you know Duke Dent.
But I thought it was just a joke.
You notice how
Right.
a lot of women like him, right?
Where is he at?
And they don't even know why. They just know other women want him. This is also bandwagon effect. People doing something.
It's social proof. So, for instance, you are
I got a couple things to say about that.
looking to get a hamburger, right? Or you're looking to get a sandwich on Uber Eats. You gonna get from the restaurant with 2 stars, or you're gonna get from the restaurant with 4.5 stars? Even you haven't eaten at either restaurant, but you're gonna go to the one with 4.5 stars.
You know how a lot of women like him, right? And they don't even know why. They just know other women want him. This is also
I could say, cause I've been in the game. I'm not popular, but I've been in the YouTube streaming scene for a long time, and I could tell you, it wasn't. I mean, DDG had a lot of girls that looked good, but they was most of the time it seemed like it was other girls that did content. But like, all right, I'm gonna say something else. A lot of the fine girls that be streaming and all this stuff now, I ain't even gonna.
bandwagon effect. People doing something simply because they see others doing it too. The more people adopt the belief, the more others will join it too,
That is
regardless
true,
if it makes sense to them or not.
Yeah, that's
People
true,
don't
though.
think in terms of, is this true? They think in terms of, will others accept me if I think this is true? That's why fornication...
Certain girls, I ain't gonna say that they used to like streamers, but the type of girls that be around and shit now, that you will see in the chat that got the Twitch app on their phone, this is kind of what I was about to say earlier. It's crazy because, like, for the most part, Twitching was just for, like I said, FGC niggas or people that was, running tournaments and gamers, But now you'll see Duke on there. So those girls that was in the video, a lot of them look good. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. You will see a couple girls like that. on Twitch with the app on their phone. You like, what the fuck? You know what Twitch is? Bitches didn't use. I'm tripping. Girls didn't even used to know what Twitch was at least 4 years ago. What's 4 years ago? 2022 at this point. I say about 2020 girls did not have Twitch on their phone, bro. So shit getting crazy.
People doing something simply because they see others doing it too. The more people adopt the belief, the more others will join it too, regardless if it makes sense to them or not. People don't think in terms of, is this true? They think in terms of, will others accept me if I think this is true? That's why fornication is normalized in our generation. I'm sure girls,
like, because when Duke blew up and he did that little look at the camera or whatever, and then all the girls was hitting him up, I'm sure they started trying to find out what he did. I mean, it was YouTube, but he also was streaming. So a lot of the girls that wanted to see him, oh, let me get on Twitch and find that man. You know, that's kind of how they went about it. They got on there, look for Duke. So now it's a bunch of, man, y'all get what I'm saying. I ain't even got to break that down.
Cracking buns. Why you even want to crack buns? If it wasn't cool to crack buns, we wouldn't be doing that recreationally.
I disagree. I disagree. People enjoy cracking.
Do I even gotta like say anything? Do I even have to say that? Like, do I even have?
Buns and people will always try and do that which they enjoy.
Right. Animals do it.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
They made it cool to chase women and not chase your purpose. 90% of people on Earth are followers. The other 10%
I get what he was getting
at,
but
why you think we never see another second coming of Michael Jackson? Or nobody inventing stuff no more? Nobody.
Bro, people are still inventing things all the time.
He's going far.
People are still inventing things. Like every year, there's new technology. You know what I'm saying?
Inventing nothing now because we all distracted, and dating in this generation sucks. It's all built on lies and manipulation. It's all.
I hate when people be like, and it's no this to bro with the ski mask or do-rag or whatever this is, but I hate when people be like, oh, this generation, this is the worst generation. I hate this generation, or this generation is so whatever. For one, okay, I'm gonna just say in the 90s, right? It wasn't no Instagram, it wasn't no nothing. It wasn't no even, I'm gonna just say T-app. You feel me? So for girls to like, everything was just word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, say like our grandparents, bro, they didn't have no gram, they didn't have nothing. So any girl that they mess with, you know, they only knew within their community. Like, even me, I can know a girl that stay in Nebraska or whatever the case is, right? So, here, hold on. What do I get at? Oh, you said this generation sucks. So people be like, oh, this generation sucks for dating and this and that and the other. Do you know there's people that has family in the next damn near neighborhood over, or the next little city over, because it's like then even like all the robberies and the bad stuff people was doing, like I hate when people just be like, this generation suck. Like, we don't even know what was going on back then because it wasn't no proof of a lot of shit, if you get what I'm saying. We don't know how bad it was, even in even in the 1500s. Y'all talking about this generation so bad. Even in the 1600s. And I know y'all know how terrible that was for black people. If you get what I'm saying, a lot of that wasn't documented. And y'all be saying, oh, in this generation, man, y'all don't even have no idea. I just hate that term.
Thing in this generation
I could go on about that.
It's all built on lies and manipulation. It's always this power game you have to play. Oh, she got to play hard to get. I can't play like I like you too much. I got to wait 4 hours to text you back, or it's going to look like I'm a simp. She got to wait 4 hours to text me back, or it's going to look like she liked me too much. It's a whole lot of power games that nobody want to play all day. And then say if you just want to have a regular conversation with a girl, you can't have a regular conversation with a girl without her trying to make it a power game. But it's not all women. It's just the common ones you see on a daily basis. But it's not their fault. I told you about the bandwagon effect, right? They're just doing whatever's a trend. The most viral content that women...
Yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, there is legitimacy to why women are more attracted to men who are busier, right? You know, who seem less interested. We don't have to dive into it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anyone seems too hungry or too thirsty, it's going to turn you off. The reason it's going to turn you off is because they are communicating with their desperation that you are on a level that they don't believe they are on par with, which is why they are so overly desperate or anxious. Also, it suggests that you're somebody who doesn't have good experiences with dating other women, because if you did, you wouldn't be so hungry and so, there's something going on. Either you're some kind of like sexual deviant that is like desperate to like get in her pants, or you don't have any luck attracting other women. Why is that? What's going on with that? There are all these things that you communicate when you are like breathing down the back of her neck, texting her 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not even like she's playing a power game. It's just supply and demand, right? Scarcity makes things seem more valuable. If you are never scarce, you're not going to come across as valuable.
Post on social media is genuinely not empowering. It's not healing. It's not rooted in any type of growth. All they do is brag about cheating, ghosting men, using men for money, faking pregnancies. It's just straight up demonic. But men are even worse. Most men are weak mentally. They notice everybody else's mistakes and rather laugh than learn. They talk about other people's problems to feel better. They gossip around others to build fake connections. They'd rather envy people ahead of them than study people ahead of them. That's why most men get nowhere. How you envying somebody when you can achieve the same thing? And then they lied to you. They told you that if you...
Right, yeah. He's still young, and so he uses language that is very generalistic. He's saying most men, most women, and then he's using descriptors that probably don't apply to most men or most women. But I think this is something that we all do when we're younger. I know I spoke like that when I was younger. Shit, I probably still speak like that sometimes when I'm talking.
Yeah, I don't
about
have the
certain
best English.
people. Sorry, Christians. Although, am I wrong? About that, I don't know. I think I'm right most of the time with that one. But yeah. Here's the thing, right? He is right though that there are groups of people though that how he's describing them, it does apply to the way. And what he said about envy, that I 100% agree with. Envy is a confession that you do not believe that you can attain it yourself. Right? Why? You would never be jealous of someone having something that you already had or you believe you could easily attain. The only reason you get envious of another person having something that you don't is because you think it is outside of your reach.
You get Aki, you get money, the Tutis come after you. That's cap. You gonna get money and get Aki and still wonder why you get no biddies. Because biddies is not attracted to that. Women are attracted to inner work. How much inner work did you do? By inner work, I mean not being desperate for attention. Focused on what actually matters. Your God-given purpose. They hate when you're desperate for attention. Showing off how much biddies you get.
Also, I don't believe in this God-given purpose shit. Your purpose is to do whatever you want. That's why you're here. That's what I believe. We're all here on this earth to be whoever we want to be. The problem is most people don't know who they want to be.
But then again, Shaquille O'Neal 6'1", I ain't gonna say basketball was in the year 400. It wasn't. But at some point it'd be like, all right, bro, you might as well just go hoop. Just like, I don't know, sometimes it'd be like a football coach or something. He'd see somebody, like, I remember he seen my man, the Howard football coach seen my man, was like, hey, bro, you play football? Because he was, pretty big. He like, I don't really play football. But I don't know, like, some people, I don't want to say they just destined to do certain stuff, but there is natural talent in certain situations. So I'm not saying you probably were put here to, Shaquille O'Neal wasn't put here to play basketball, but it's like he might as well take advantage of that being 7'1" and whatever. I don't know.
And even if they can summon the courage to articulate,
Young Don is real religious. You know, he went real religious and wanted to check, because I think he used to be a Christian. I don't know. I know he's Jamaican, I believe. I'm not sure, but
like to be, they refuse to live life in harmony with that desire. They're constantly contradicting this idea of who they want to be with the way that they act. By the way that they act, they contradict this, and this is why they don't become be. But if you could clearly articulate who you want to be and then live your life in harmony with that, right? You meaning you behave as if you're already that person. You do what that person would do. The reason you aren't where you want to be is because you aren't who you need to be where you want to be. It's that simple. And so that's what I mean when I say the purpose of life is to be whoever you want to be. That's it. Well, okay, we continue.
How much money? They don't care, bro. Stop chasing.
Yeah, here's the thing. Money, wealth, these are all outer manifestations of someone who has done the right internal work, right? If you are on a frequency of abundance, that abundance must manifest in physical. In every department, everything from the way that you look to your access to resources, to the growing of your networks, to the quality of your friends and the relationships you have with the people that you love. All of these departments in your life will reflect this frequency. So, you know, but what people do is they mistake the cause for the effect, right? So they see somebody who has done that work internally and has acquired those things in the physical, and they think to themselves, oh, so I just got to get those things in the physical and then everything else will come along with it, not doing the internal work. And so they make the focus that one thing, whether it be, okay, so I just need to get in shape, or, oh, I just need to get my money up, or, oh, I just need to start dressing like, or, oh, I just need to start talking like this. They identify one facet of a successful person's reality and try to imitate that. And then sometimes they're even successful, but the rest of their life, that's when it looks like shit. And what you'll notice, eventually they even lose the one thing that they did manage to replicate a lot of the times, and it all falls apart eventually.
An external validation. They hate that. Value yourself. Don't look for somebody else to value you. Value yourself. Every man nowadays is spending their whole lives building external value, money, cause, achievements, and then you completely neglecting your inner self. That's why when you getting all that money, you still getting no biddies, because you neglected that inner work. Getting money and getting swole is not gonna get you biddies. It's gonna get you.
I wonder what he means by inner work, though.
Them Jezebels who love you for your money and not you. If she don't love you for you, she love you for your money. It's gonna get you one of them Jezebels. But if you do that inner work, it's gonna get you a real woman. Real women exist out here, bro. I got average external circumstances, right? Average car, average all that. But I got bulletproof internal confidence.
The only inner work that is to be done is to align yourself with the reality which you wish to experience in the.
I get what you're trying to say.
You have to be the person you want to be today. You have to ask yourself, if I could wave a wand and just be the person I would like to be right now, what would that look like? How would that person talk? How would he think? You have to already put yourself in the shoes of the person who you become, and then live life from that point of view. Of course, this is a skill that must be developed. You're not going to be able to do it perfectly upon your first attempt, but the closer you can get to authentically feeling that way, yes, using your imagination, the faster you will see that reflected in your material reality, right? it's almost a delusional sense of or type of living life, or at least that's how it will seem to people in the exterior. You ever met somebody where something happens to them? Imagine you ever met a guy with this kind of personality. These kinds of men, these kinds of people are rare. But let's say they don't have a lot of money in their bank account, and then their tire blows out.
I'm broke as hell. I'm broke as hell right now. You talking about that's rare. Shit, I know a lot of niggas, because I'm just a regular nigga with a regular job, you know. Do this and that here and there, you know. But most regular working people probably got $100, $200 right now. Like, especially, say I get paid tomorrow, for example, right? Bro, I got... Man, look, I'm waiting on my check. That's all I'm going to say. Most people live in check to check. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sure that's not where you get that, but I just wanted to joke around and say
costs about a couple $100, right? Depending on the tire. Let's say they don't have a lot of money in their bank account, and then their tire blows out.
That's a fact.
Costs about a couple $100, right? Depending on the tire, right? It costs a little money to fix a tire. And instead of stressing out and being like, woe is me,
all the way around, like
he's calm and he's like, it'll sort itself out. I'll figure it out. No need to worry. That is the attitude of a person who will then have a reality where they don't need to worry about it. The more you complain, the more life will give you to complain about. The more you are grateful,
that's a fact.
The more
I like
life
that.
will give you. Be grateful. The less you stress, the less life will stress you out. That's really how it goes. And so that's an example of somebody who, whereas most people would freak out because their tire just blew out and they don't have any money in their bank account, this is an example of a guy acting delusional. He is acting in accordance with a reality where everything is going to sort itself out.
And I just wanted to touch on that. I know this video 47 minutes and 4 seconds long. I don't care. But I just wanted to touch on that. So, I knew somebody that was in the Vietnam War. And, you know, growing up, he used to just tell me a lot of stuff. Because I guess I did, you know, I had an attitude problem growing up. But it's like, you can't freak out and just get mad and just have temper tantrums and do stuff. And, you know how people, I blacked out. And, like, you know, whatever. You can't do that. You got to be able to think under pressure. Even when it's gunshots, grenades, bombs, everything. His body's hanging up from the trees, everything. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to, while all this is going on, bullets flying, you hearing rocks flying, your homie just got hit. You got to save him. You can't freak out. You'll die. I've always had that mindset of just being calm in all situations. Most of my friends that know me be like, yeah, I don't never really see him freak out. I mean, you'll see me yelling on some, like, you know, man, whatever, you know, I'm turned. But, like, for the most part, like, my boy Unbearable, he'll tell you, like, I don't freak out under pressure. You just gotta, especially, like, my tire blew, it's like, sometimes, like, man, fuck, like, you know, I'm a human, but it's like, all right, what can we do? Let's think, like, you know. But I'm not saying, like, man, oh, man. Now, there is times where a nigga crash out on some, like, fuck, bro, like, this shit is so annoying, like, because sometimes, let's say your tire pop out. Then let's say you go to the trunk, check the trunk. You got the weak jack. The jack, you got to do this. Not this one. You got this one. So you like, damn, I got to do this. Let's say you put the spare on, right? Then you on the freeway again or whatever the case is. Then a bird go through your windshield or something. Then it's times to crash out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck. Like, and stuff just keep happening back to back to back to back. But for the most part, you just gotta stay calm if you can. But everybody don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody different, and different shit work for different people. So I can just say that too. I'm gonna just shut up because the video finna end. So let me just.
Yeah, be all right.
Think myself. If I know I'm not a bad man, why should I get upset? If I know I didn't buy my followers, why should I bark back? Listen, good women are attracted to energy, not assets. Goof man. Why should I get upset? If I know I didn't buy my followers, why should I?
And I used to have, because I had 10K in high school. I think I graduated before I had. No, I didn't. I got to 10K before I graduated. But I remember people used to say I bought my followers. I don't know why. Like, you know, people recently this girl on Twitch, she went to my YouTube channel and was like, oh, he got 10K because I had 10K, and this was a couple weeks ago or whatever, right? Hold on, let me go to my channel. Like, oh, he got 10K, but his views don't match up. He bought these subs. I wonder who he bought this channel from, and she just got to saying like a whole bunch of stuff like that, and it's just like, dang, like, I mean, there's a lot of people channel that be looking like this shit. People like shorts, you know what I'm saying? But all she had to do was this, and she would see where a lot of my subs come from, or she'll see, where what come from. I ain't gonna lie, what I got like 17K from this video, 17K subs from this video, like by itself, like you know what I'm saying? So people gonna say anything, even though I'ma just go ahead. People gonna say anything.
I bark back. Listen,
it don't be no point of saying nothing.
Attracted to energy
because it's like that's what I was getting at. But it's no point of saying nothing if you know the truth. Like somebody that told me when I was younger, she was like, I'm like, man, they don't believe I can do this and that. And she like, well, God know. So what's the point? But that's if you religious or whatever. Like, and I'm like, man. So it don't matter. So like even after that, I stopped proving myself. Like just it's no reason to prove yourself if you know. It ain't even gotta be just God. Like you know that you didn't buy your followers, or you know you didn't do this, or you know, and that's all that matters. Because people gonna think what they want to anyways. Like you know what I'm saying? So just like on the movie Dope, it was that one scene when he was about to buy the purse. He's like, only difference between this purse is the people wearing it. Because you don't know which one fake, which one real type beat.
Energy, not assets. Goofy females, goofy Jezebels is attracted to assets. Good one.
Okay, all right. I think we got some good points out of this video. We were able to talk about some interesting things. Yeah. So you let me know what you thought about the things I had to say in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. And until next time, peace out.
Yeah, I'm sure he Young Don, curly hair, tutorial for black man. It's hilarious. Is this his same channel? But anyways, I'm sure he got what he needed out of the video because he wasn't rambling, but some stuff I could just tell that Don wasn't agreeing. Young Don wasn't agreeing with. But it was cool. Some stuff, I wasn't agreeing with either, or have my own little thoughts and opinions and whatnot. But videos like this be cool because I actually don't think I ever chopped it up this much, like as I did. Like this video only 28 minutes, and that other video probably ain't even that long, or 29 minutes. And I done made this into a 50-minute video, and I don't know nobody even gonna watch this at all. Like I know I'm getting 2-3 views, but just the fact that I know I could talk, especially about something I like, I fuck with that a lot, man. So if somebody ever do watch this video, I'm gonna start throwing like little Easter eggs or like a little gift or something just to see if somebody, watch it or whatever. But nah, man, I enjoyed this a lot. This was fun. It's probably one of my most fun reactions. But hopefully you enjoyed that, man. Y'all go subscribe to my main channel. All that. We out.